Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we generally work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward. But today, I'm working with the Lenormand cards. I started out this morning with waiting out a storm. Now I've been to work and I'm back, and I want to finish what I have going on. You can see the sun shining because there's a big old shadow going on here, so it's kind of fun. All right, so I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments. You help me grow my channel. Every time you hit that thumbs up, it tells me that you appreciate my time and my energy, and I appreciate you taking the time to do that. You should always check out your sun, moon, and rising, because your sun sign is the core of you. It's how you feel inside. Ooh, there we go. Moon sign is how you react and respond to the energies of the planets and to the people around you. And your rising sign is your personality. It's how you greet the world. So with these cards, what we do is the center card, the key card, is what is the topic. And so it looks like the key to whatever the situation is this week for you is community, because you have the Garden card. So let's just see where that takes us as we move forward with these and see what we get. I don't really know what we're talking about yet. I'm kind of leaving it up to spirit. Okay, so in the recent past, you had some questions, concerns, you wanted more information about, okay, it could be a man, but this also, in a reading like this, because it's so general, it could also represent you were wondering what you should do, because that's yang energy. So either it's a male or it's yang energy, and right now you're thinking about a new beginning. Could be a child, could be a literal child, but in the present, you're thinking about what needs to transform, and so what's going to create this new beginning for you. I mean, it could be the end of a pregnancy, right? That would be a transformation. And in the near future, you have the whips, which is lots of thoughts, not necessarily all good. Lots of it's kind of like the Ten of Wands energy, where it's like a lot to handle, a lot coming at you, a lot of things that need to be done, and it's in your thoughts. So this is like rapid thoughts in succession, and it's in the house of plenty of fish. So I have a feeling you've got a lot going on your plate, a lot of things you're trying to figure out. In the recent past, you have the Sun card in the house of the mice, which is practically takes away all the negative energy of the mice. The mice are the worries, the doubts, the insecurities, the little things that are nibbling away that you don't see and destroy something. But when you have the Sun there, it's either you saw what the problems were and you handled them, or they weren't that big. They weren't maybe that big, which is nice. If you're going to have a card come up in the mouse house, the Sun is the one to want. Okay, here we go. So, ooh, wow, ouch. Okay. In the house of the heart in the near future, looking forward, you have a burden. You have a burden on your heart, and you have a lot of things you're worried about. In the recent past, there were obstacles to happiness. I think you overcame them, because you have the Sun there shining down on the obstacles, also muting the mice, and maybe lightening up this information that you needed, or giving you the energy to start moving things forward, because now you're looking at the new beginning. And look, this energy is looking right at that energy, and they're having a conversation. So I think maybe figuring out what you were going to do to move forward, but I think that for you, it's a heavy burden on your heart. It might not be something that you wanted to do. It was something that you knew needed to be done, as opposed to wanting to do it, but I still have no idea. I still have no idea in what house we're dealing with here. All right. Wow. Okay, so you got the mice in the house of stability, the anchor, which means that things aren't going to be stable anytime soon. And so I wanted to get a little more guidance on that. And we have the key. The key is much like this community here. It is the key. It's the solution. It's the what needs to be done. And we have intuition and communication. So I think that the answers, what you need to know to resolve the situation is going to come from you. It's going to come from you listening to your intuition, and also maybe relying on your family. Now, this could be a health issue. When I see the tree, it either is something that has been growing, so there's long stability of growth. It could be health related, or it could be family. And since we have a community card here in the center as the key, I think that, and the key for the outcome to manage the situation, I almost feel like communication with your family. You know, using your intuition, what is it that you need, what is required, because right here in what's changing, you have good luck. So things are moving in the direction that you need them to, but you're going to need to overcome some worries, some doubts, something's not quite as stable as you wish it were. So let's see if we can get a little guidance about how you can bring about more financial abundance into your life. I don't know that this is necessarily about finances, or if it's about health or it doesn't feel like a relationship. So it's like some sort of group thing. So somehow I feel like it's affecting your family, your community, maybe something going on with a group you're involved with. Maybe it's something at work. Wow, you have so much here. Oh, you have an employment change. Okay, power of prayer, pay yourself first, and obstacles and blocks are lifted. So maybe even looking to get out of a job that you're currently at. And that's what's leaving you feeling a little doubtful, a little insecure. Maybe it's a really heavy burden on your heart to have to leave behind the job where you had financial security, where you knew that paycheck was steady, or maybe leaving behind some people that you really care about to move forward to. But it's like a lot of stuff going on with you. Don't forget to invite the divine in. Don't forget that when you're doing this communicating here, that you're also communicating with the divine. And this pay yourself first, this card's really important about when it's setting aside a little bit of money for yourself right off the top of your paycheck. It helps to, So maybe the employment change is in the offing, like it hasn't happened yet. And so paying yourself first, putting some money aside to get yourself ready for this change that you know you're going to need to make, for this change that's coming. You have thoughts of a new beginning, but I don't see anything about the beginning happened. I just see that lucky news is coming in, like lucky change is happening. And so if you're worried about stability, and it looks like you are, that putting some money aside now to offer yourself some protection against the what the change in income is going to do for you in the future, it might be really important. So putting some money in savings, reviewing your budget, seeing where you can make some cuts, and just kind of tightening things up and getting ready. And so what can you do to bring more abundant love into your life? And you have the dog. Be disciplined in your home and community life, which is what this whole thing looks like. So maybe there's a situation you're not very happy and you just would really, really, really like to leave, but you can't exactly just yet. Too many people are relying on you. There's too much going on. Maybe the family's relying on you. You want to take the action, but if you're taking any kind of action, it's either secretive or you're doing some research to get ready, because I see that you have a lot of doubts and a lot of worries coming up. So this card right here is to represent what does your love interest want you to know? What if they could tell you something, what would they tell you? When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And so I kind of feel like, say you're trying to decide whether or not you can make this change because you're worried about, can you afford to do this? Is it going to be okay for your family if you make a job change when you really want to, but can you afford to? Are you in the position to do so? And it looks like you have support from your community on this. It looks like they're like, yeah, okay, what do you need? And if you need something and nobody's saying, what do you need, then ask for the help you need. But be sure to include God in your decision making. The obstacles and the blocks are going to be lifted. There is an employment change coming. So if you need to be setting money aside to get ready for that, then you need to take care of that. That's just how that goes, right? And so you have humor. Oh, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So you can't always pick your circumstances, right? But you can always pick your attitude. So find the laughter, find the joy, put some money aside. Know that the significant people in your life that care about you understand that you are not happy where you are, and they're going to back you and help you and support you through the change process. And so mice in the future would make that worries, because nothing's happening right now that can be undermining anything. It hasn't happened yet. So you can overcome the doubts and the worries and the little things by paying attention to the details and by setting yourself up for success. So good luck with all that, Libra, Virgo. I do that to you a lot. I don't know what that's about. So, all right, Virgo, I will see you back here. I will be getting the weeklies out. I'm thinking it might be Saturday, but maybe I'll surprise you and have them out on Friday. I will surprise me if I have them out on Friday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Have fun. And know that you have a lot of support behind you. All right? We'll talk soon. You take care.